Good morning, all. Hope my screen is visible. So here now today we'll study about syntax, proper syntax. And I think just we had a overlook. Now we'll go for a syntax one by one for SQL commands. Then we'll try to insert the values. We'll try to create a table. Then we'll see some queries also. Okay, so here in this one you can see it in screen. So here we have the syntax for creating a table. So here create table, these two are the keywords, then table name will be there, then you can give the attribute corresponding attributes along with its data type. Okay, so suppose here I have first attribute, then corresponding data types, second attribute corresponding data type, like that n number of attributes you can mention it, plus you can mention some clause also. Okay, so some constraints, sorry, okay, some constraint you can mention it. So what are those constraints, we'll see it later. Okay, so I think one we already saw, introducing a primary key. Okay, so like that we can insert something. Okay, so next syntax is insert. Okay, so how we can insert the values. So here we have as a insert keyword into keyword, then table name, whatever we are giving it, the table name, then values keyword, then corresponding values. So if you are inserting inside a table all values, so this syntax will use it. Okay, so here we'll give the table name, then corresponding all the values will give it. So suppose if you want to insert only some column values only, so after table immediately will mention only which are columns we want to insert the values, and corresponding values will insert it. Okay, so suppose if I want to insert attribute 1 and attribute 4 only, so I will give the corresponding value, value 1, value 4. Okay, like that we can give it. Then how to retrieve and how to see the what all things are there inside a table. Okay, so for that we have a select, then star indicates all the columns. Okay, all the attributes you can say from which table. Okay, so from which table you want to extract it, so that we will give it. So and one more the thing is that is if you want to extract only particular columns, okay, or particular attributes, so what we'll do is select the corresponding attribute values, will give, sorry, name will give it attribute names. Okay, so here attribute 1 and attribute 4, that is column number maybe 1, column number 4, I want to extract it from table. So if I given this, will give me the only two column values. So like that I can give some condition also. So for example here, this is one more syntax, that is nothing but select star, we are extracting all the columns from this one table name. Okay, where what is a condition, if you can restrict some condition and you can extract the some values. Okay, so these things we'll see it by example. Okay, so here, so first one I will take it. So this one I will create the table also. Okay, so here, so what we are doing is, so create table name I given as a student 20. Okay, so maybe student is already existing, so that's why I given as a student 20 table name. Okay, so here, so what we are inserting is, that is first attribute is my name. Okay, and corresponding data type is varchar, and we have usn, and corresponding data type is varchar again. Then we have roll number. So for roll number it's a integer. For sem, which sem the student is belongs to, that is a integer, and city, so it is a varchar. So we have here five attributes. Okay, so that is name, usn, roll number, sem, and city, corresponding data types we given it. So now I want to make in this one as a primary key. So that is nothing but I want to make a usn as a primary key. So here I'm making usn as a primary key by giving the primary key as a, this is the keyword. Okay, so these two keywords I will give it in bracket, I will mention the which attribute I want to make it as a primary key. So here I'm making as a usn as a primary key. Then roll number I am making as a unique one, so it should not repeat same value, so we are making this one as a unique one. So unique is a keyword, so in bracket we will mention the attribute, whichever attribute you want to make a unique one, we'll mention that one. Okay, so now we'll try to insert some values. Okay, so these things already we saw it, same thing. Okay, we'll check it. So here first one. Okay, then remaining three values also I will try to insert it. So here it's giving as a one row created, one row created, so like that. So here we inserted these values. Now we'll see what all things we have inside a table. Okay, so our table, so here we'll see what all things we have it. So here if we saw it, so we were getting as a, that is, and saying as a name is there, USN. Okay, then roll number, SAM, city, five things. Okay, so here name ABC, USN 18CS11. Okay, then roll number 1, semester 5 is from Belgaum city. So like that we have five, so I think four rows we inserted. Okay, so here this is 1 2 3, so one is the fourth one. Okay, so like that we inserted four rows. So these four we saw it. So just we'll look at like this. So this is these things we inserted. This is what is there in our database now. In database we have one table. That table we inserted these values. Okay, so now we saw this one. Suppose if I want to extract only name and roll number. Okay, so here what I will do is just, okay, so name and roll number from that table, so it will give me name and roll number. If you saw corresponding names, four names and four roll numbers are there. Okay, this is like that. If I want to restrict something, that is nothing but where clause whatever we added here. So here whatever we have for this one we'll check it. So here what I will do is just I will make as a roll number less than 3 only. I want to display it. So less than 3 is nothing but 1 and 2. Roll number 1 and 2, it has to display it. So corresponding name and roll number, we are displaying it. So if I given name is ABC and roll number is 1 and 2. So the two rows are displayed. Okay, so this is what I have the content. Now consider as I want to create a one more table. Okay, so the table is nothing but inside our department who are conducting one workshop. Okay, so in that workshop, so how many students are attending, so those entries I want to keep it. Okay, so whoever is attending, those students information I want to keep it. So here what I will do is I will give them one ID also. Okay, so whenever I am creating a table, okay, so here WID, so this is nothing but a workshop ID I'm saying. So this is nothing but we're creating one ID for them, and corresponding USN we are taking it. Okay, so corresponding students USN we are taking it. So we'll create this table. Okay, so if you saw here, what we'll do is just I'll create it. So here workshop 20, this is a table we created. So for that I have one ID and corresponding one USN, whatever we inserted here. Okay, so like that we have the USN and student and corresponding ID we have it. So consider this workshop table is nothing but it's our college, our students are attending internally one workshop. For that we have the this table. Okay, so corresponding ID and their USN will be there. Okay, so what I will do is I will try to insert here first row. Okay, so first row is nothing but here workshop ID I have given is a 101 and student USN is 11. So whatever we inserted, that is first USN, that one I inserted. Okay, now I will try to insert one more row. Okay, so that is nothing but I'm saying as a I will insert here 102 workshop ID, then ABC. I am inserting USN as a ABC, not name. Okay, I'm inserting USN as a ABC. So what will happen? Actually, he's not belongs to our college. Okay, so as per this USN list, only four students are there. Now I'm trying to insert here. So what has to happen? Actually, we should not insert it. But now we'll see here. So it's saying as a one row is created. It means it's already inserted the value. So let me see the actual content also. Okay, so here select star form. So that table also I will check it. Okay, so here workshop 20. Okay, so what will happen here? We saw USN ABC, it's inserted. So if you ABC USN is not there in our database. This is not a student of our college also. Okay, that ABC is something else. Okay, but it's inserted, so it's the wrong one. Okay, so now one more thing I will try to insert it here. So it is here. Now I'm inserting 101. Already 101 ID we given it to someone. Okay, and USN ABC already is there now. If suppose ABC is a valid USN, okay, so ABC already there now. That also I'm trying to insert it. What will happen? So it's allowing that also. So if you saw here, So here 101, 101, both are there. ABC, ABC, these two USNs also there. So what is problem is here while creating this table, we are not given any restriction. We are not mentioned any primary key. Okay, or uh, is it this USN has to refer from this one only or not? This USN only or not? We're not given any restriction, any constraint. We're not mentioned anything. So what this table is doing is simply it's allowing all the values. Okay, so this should not happen it. So for that what we will do is we'll make some constraint. Okay, so that constraint we'll check it. So what is that constraint is here first whatever existing is there that I will remove it. Okay, so this table first I will drop it, that workshop table I will drop it from. Okay, so now I'm dropping the this workshop table. If I saw this one, I'll give that table or view is does not exist. Okay, so this table is not there now, so I will remove that table. Okay, so now while creating the table what I will do is just I will create once again with some restriction. Okay, so what is that restriction is here if you saw create table workshop table as it is there. So now workshop id also I'm giving that as it is. Now I'm saying as a here this is usn, it has to referred from whatever previously we entered it. Okay, so that is here whatever usn we entered. Okay, so this is the usn whatever entered, these usn should be there. Okay, so others it should not be there. Okay, so it has to refer whatever in this table in student 20 table whatever usns are there, those usn only it has to refer it. So for that we are giving on constraint as a usn references student tables usn attribute. Okay, so we are saying as a here this attribute name is usn. In this table workshop table attribute name is usn space, then actually we used to give the data type. So instead of data type what we are giving is we are saying as a, it's a references. So where it's referring is student table, so we are mentioning the student table here. Okay, student table it's so is it referring entire table? No, so inside this table whatever usn column is there only refer that one. Okay, so here usn table open bracket inside that whatever attribute you want to refer it, so that attribute will refer it. So we are giving this one. So now we'll okay, so if you did this one, so in this table again still we are not given any primary key. Okay, so still you are not given primary key, without primary key we'll check it. So here now we entered it. Okay, so now we will try to insert this first row. Okay, that is 101 as a 101 as a workshop id, then student information. Okay, so student information, so if you saw previous table that is student table, so first we will display that one. Select star from student 20. Okay, so I will display only usns, what all usns I have. Okay, so usn. Okay, so these USNs I have, that is 11, 12, 13, 14. So 18 CS, what, no, 2JI, 18 CS, 11, 12, 13, 14. These I have it. So that I can insert it here. 2JI, 18 CS, 11. I can insert it. Now I will try to insert this one. Okay, like previously, whatever I inserted ABC as a USN. So now we'll try to insert it. Now it's giving the error. That is nothing but it's saying as a integrity constraint. Okay, so what is that integrity constraint? We'll study it. Okay, it's violated. It's saying as a parent key not found. So here whatever we are trying to insert abc, this value is same as that of among these actually. So it's saying as a inside a parent, that is nothing but this is my parent. Now for to insert this abc, so this is my parent. This table, entire table, whatever content columns, whatever values I have, this is my parent now. So for in this value is not there. It's saying as a in among this one, this value is not there. So it's saying as a parent key not found. Okay, so now I will try to insert this one. Okay, so that is usn as a 13. Okay, so can I insert this one? So here it's giving a successfully inserted. Now I will see the what workshop table contain. Okay, so select star from workshop 20. Okay, so here these two things are there, that is workshop id as 101, 102. So two students entries are there. So one more thing we'll see it now. So can I insert workshop id as a 101 again? Okay, with this student. Okay, that is 13 us and 13 whatever is there for the student, it's allowed. Okay, so now what we did is here if we saw one student has a two IDs, that is 101 also we have, 102 also we have. So normally whenever you are creating as a ID something, then that should not be a repeated one. Okay, so what you have to do is here you have to make it as a either unique one, or you have to make it as a it's a primary key. Okay, so how we'll make it, that we'll see it now. Okay.